In my last video, I talked about two blind travelers who was stranded after a Southwest flight was canceled and only were given a $100 voucher. That story hit close to home because something similar like that happened to me. I wasn't at an airport, but I was at the LA train system. And just like those travelers, I got forgotten too. It was a long day. My better half and a friend and I been kicking it out in downtown. When it was time to head home and we caught the train at Union Station. My friend was heading towards Tabardino, so we decided to ride the same line and get off at the El Monte station and catch our access ride. I rented the train before, but not often enough to know all the details of every car. When we boarded, I let the conductor know I stopped, like always. He said, "Great, I'll be back," and went on his route. And he has a job, so I figured it was all good. And as the train rode along, we were talking, laughing, and saying our goodbyes to our friend. Then our stop started to come off. We got our stuff ready, phones put away, canes out, and getting ready to get off. But when the train started to slow down, I realized that the conductor had not come back. No one was there to help. That moment of panic hit fast. All those questions rushed in. Am I gonna make it to the door in time? Where is the button? Will it even open? So I moved ahead to the door in front of my better half. I found the handle and the button that's supposed to open the door, and I pressed it. Nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened, and the door started closing. And my cane, my eyes got stuck halfway out the door. The door sealed, and my cane was hanging outside while it started moving. 80 miles an hour. 80 miles an hour, and I'm hoping the damn thing does not even snap in half. Because without my cane, I lose my way, literally. I told my girlfriend and my friend what happened, and they could not believe it either. My girlfriend has a little vision, and she looked and said, "Yeah, it's hanging out the door." And we just hope for the best and hope that the cane survived. The next station came up and no conductor, guys. Usually they're great on coming back and pulling out the ramp and helping you off. But this time, no one. When we finally stopped, I told my better half we're gonna have to find our own way out. We did not know the station and neither of us can see in the dark. So we trusted our training and took it step by step. Those steps are steep, by the way. This is not a city metro. This is a Metrolink train. We got off and made it to the platform and slowly find our way to the parking lot. We made it, but by then I had missed the stop where Access Ride was supposed to pick me up. When Access called, I explained what happened, but since I was technically late, it was gonna count as a no-show. There was nothing they can do at that point. So, backup plan, and you know what it is, Uber, guys. And that ride cost me over $40 just to get home. Later, my friend called and he had talked to the conductor and he told him to tell us he was sorry. And it turns out that he was dealing with a passenger who refused to pay and was arguing. But I get it. Things happen and we still got forgotten though. Moments like that make you realize how fast anxiety can hit when you lose your bearings. You're thinking about timing, safety, and what's next all at once. It reminded me how easy it is for people like us to get overlooked when the system slips, even for a moment. But it also reminded me that we are resilient and we figure it out even when things go sideways. So that was my unseen adventure in the Los Angeles train system. Have you ever been forgotten and left behind in a trip? Share your story in the comments because the more we tell these stories, the more they are harder to ignore.